Hey, what's happening, guys? Today we are making some keto Alfredo sauce in just 5 minutes. And not only is this Alfredo sauce quick and easy to make, it's absolutely delicious too. It's rich, it's creamy. It's so good, in fact, that pretty much whatever you put this on, it tastes better. I'm kind of weirdo and I like to use it as a dipping sauce to some low carb keto chicken nuggets. And if you're knocking that, don't knock it until you try it. It's so good. However, if you want to use this in a more traditional sense, say to make like keto chicken Alfredo and zoodles with, this keto Alfredo sauce is perfect to do that with because every 2 tablespoon serving of it has less than 1 gram of carbs. So you can load up on the sauce and not load up on the carbs. Now, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into the good stuff. Make some low carb keto Alfredo sauce. All right, so we're going to start things off by doing a tiny bit of prep work. So as you're seeing here, we're going to add a cup or 240 milliliters of heavy cream to a small measuring cup, and then we're going to set that cup aside. Next, in a small bowl, we're going to cube up a tablespoon or 14 grams of some salted butter. And then when we've done that, we're going to set that bowl aside as well. Now, in a little bit of a larger bowl, we're going to add a half a cup or 45 grams of some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And then when we've got that in there, we're of course going to set that bowl aside with our other ingredients. So moving on, we're going to get out an even larger bowl and we're going to cube up and add a half a cup or 112 grams of some full fat cream cheese to it. And this stuff is what's really going to add a ton of rich, creamy, cheesy deliciousness to our keto Alfredo sauce. So you'll definitely not want to try to substitute this out with anything else. All right, so once we got that looking good, we're gonna put that bowl aside and prep the last thing we'll need for our keto Alfredo sauce, and that's a couple of cloves of garlic. Of course, as you just saw, the first thing we wanna do with that garlic is remove the skin from it, and then we're gonna use a sharp knife to mince that down into tiny pieces. Then when we've done that, we're gonna get out a small pot, set the heat of our burner to medium, and add our butter to it. And the butter should melt down pretty quickly. So when it does, we can add our minced garlic to it, and then we can cook that just until it becomes fragrant. So like 15 to 20 seconds tops. Then when we've got our garlic smelling good, we can add our heavy cream to the pot along with our cream cheese. So once we've added those, we're gonna get out a small spatula and just stir those ingredients around the pot as they break down. And the reason you want to do this, the stirring that is because it will help prevent your keto Alfredo sauce from burning on the bottom of the pot as it cooks. That said, when we've got a rolling boil happening in the pot, we're going to add our freshly grated Parmesan cheese to it, turn our heat down to low, and continue to work the cheese into the sauce until it completely breaks down and dissolves. Then when it does, we're going to add a tiny pinch of everybody's favorite spice, oregano, along with some freshly cracked black pepper. And of course, after we add those, I want to stir those around into our keto Alfredo sauce until they're well combined with it. Then we can give our sauce a taste and see if it needs anything else, which, as you're seeing here, might needed some extra salt before it tasted perfect. That said though, when we've got it tasting how we want it, we can get out some sealable jars and pour our keto Alfredo sauce into them. The sauce will stay good for up to a week like this in the fridge, but I highly recommend at least using some of the sauce the day that you make it to make some keto chicken Alfredo with zoodles, or if you're kind of weird like me, you can use it as a dipping sauce for some keto chicken nuggets. Anyway, that, my friends, is how to make some rich, creamy, absolutely delicious, low carb keto Alfredo sauce. As always, for more info on today's recipe, check out the video description below, and I'll see you in the next one.